season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the Hurricanes offense comes on the field first today. And it comes down to this: after a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk, and one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, but also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much in the first down play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They'll run it to the right side. Breaks free. He's past the marker and still going. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Canes with 1st and 10 here. And there's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
We make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30. And the player is down injured after that last play. Let's take a timeout while they check him out. The Canes pick up enough yards to move the sticks. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And on the carry, he's heading left. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That's reeled in. It's Nicholson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on 3rd down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the first.
They'll run it here. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Canes. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So Stanford's offense comes out for their first possession today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game, guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team. They don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. If that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And I tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
Defense is coming after him. Trap again in the pocket.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Now, they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down. Freshman trying to take a shot, but put too much on the throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
First down and 10 now. Here's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Incompletion brings up an important third down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Lets it go quickly. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Not huge yards, but all that matters is he catches the ball, secures it, and picks up first down yardage.
First down, looking to throw the football. And it's caught in the crossing pattern. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now.
That's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. run quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind it for some great yards.
Picks up a short gain, but his swarm on the defense flying to the football. An inside give now from the shotgun. End zone ahead. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Stanford. Now the all-important extra point.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. They stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. First down and more. He's still running. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
BAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Oh, a reverse. Fighting off the defender. When they've got him behind the line, a tackle for loss to conclude the first quarter of play. As we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. Hunting ready to boot it away. Coverage team brings down the returner. Comes the Miami offense back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Ball handed off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
He escapes the pocket, using his legs here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead he gets that first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff heading left. Has the first down and more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way, to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Hands off to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's running out of time here. Escapes the pocket. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Well, that's another good run for him. What else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And tackled after a small pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to run for the first down. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead.
Let's get this thing started, baby.
And it's a direct snap. Past the 25. Now here he goes. The 40. He's past the 30. The 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Well, that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw. But really, it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's a run to the left. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cox. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. This one will be fair caught. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
A lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible, put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers, and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
Bringing pressure. Molly trapping for a sack.
Well, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're keeping the tempo going. I'm surprised.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he'll drop back here on third down. The receiver makes the catch. Breaks free over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Stanford. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. The quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Breaks an open space. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaking free at midfield. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Extending the play now. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Boy, what a call here by the offensive coordinator. Dialed it up perfectly. The play looked like it had a chance for a big gain. Unfortunately, the quarterback off on the accuracy, put that ball too far out in front of the receiver.
And he's got it. No problem. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, so much to break down from a spirited first half in this ACC championship. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Hurricanes will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. We get the second half started with the running play. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Catch made in space. Look out. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch it? Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Cardinal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field to 5 wide. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Nicholson. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Breaks into the clear. We stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be speared out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
And the Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. Takes the handoff again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Toss play to the running back going left. Picks up the first, looking for more. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That's another Another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand on that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing. And here he is, the big stage in a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
The offense still out there. They'll set up to go for 2 here, trying to tie the game. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he grabs it in the end zone. The conversion will tie up this football game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Snags a good throw. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. Solid gain. He moves the ball out for the 32. 1st down here for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw.
The pass rush gets home. Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. Big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with it, to be honest, but the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You can go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Their fans are never going to forget that. Conference title on the line, takes it all the way to the house.
Well, I just love to see return men get a chance to make a play and make a difference in the outcome of a game, let alone a conference championship on the line. He got some great blocks, but truly at the end of the day, it was his instincts and natural playmaking ability that took it into the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. And they finally get things going this time. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. Completion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Great cut there. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. Important third down play coming up after that completion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. They're going to run it. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Tight end goes in motion. And now the handoff. He finds some space. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Important third down play coming up. Kirk, as we take a break for the quarter here, it's Miami in front. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. That pass is batted away, incomplete. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Canes bring their punt team onto the field, and he'll kick it away now for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Looking downfield, it's Marshall. Delivers quickly to the left side. This time, a completion. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Short pass finds the tight end. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Incomplete. incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He's tackled immediately, but not before a gain that moves the ball to the 25. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback's been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Stanford. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver, Kirk, perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Heading left after the handoff. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. He's got the first and still going. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the first down. And they heave it deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up fourth down. And they will try out the field goal team here. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. Here in the fourth quarter, the game remains tied. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. First down, looking to throw the ball. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. Second down now after the sack. Dropping back, it's Marshall. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. It's third and a mile. Dropping back to throw. The pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. So here we go. One last chance to win it in regulation and avoid the risk of overtime. And here's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. The timeout is called to talk strategy here. Tie game late in the fourth quarter.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this could really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. We are all even. Less than a minute to go. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking tackles. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page.
Well, it all really comes down to this right now, Chris. You know, you're already in field goal range. You have a chance to maybe work a little bit closer. But let's face it, this defense, they're shooting those gaps. They're trying to come up with a loss of yardage, maybe trying to rip the ball out. Offense has to be incredibly smart with their play call and make sure you align that kicker where he's very comfortable potentially hitting this game-winning field goal.
So on fourth down, out-trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. Make kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And it's celebration time on the sideline there as they've taken the lead in the final seconds. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They've got some time to work with. Do they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw. Marshall. The pocket breaking down. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. A conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Under pressure, just lets it go.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Running play goes backwards. Makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Miami. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.